Alright, so I'm going to try one of these unboxings for my first one. So I kind of broke the etiquette of an unboxing and already took it open. Don't hate me. Alright, so fished in the river last week, had a good success with the shaky head, and so I wanted to step up my game a little bit more and get more into shaky head fishing because I'm still very noobish to it. So, I was fishing with the Yum shaky head, and I got some more to show you in here, and a Biospawn Exo Stick. And the smallmouth were loving it. And even when they bit it in half, and I was only rigging half of the bait up, they were still destroying it. In fact, they were destroying it more. So I got some pictures I can probably show you in this video. But so had an idea about trying to make sure that my bait stands up more. And obviously with the river, with the bait standing up with the current, it'll flow a little bit better and give that, a little bit of motion. So I was thinking, what better bait to stand up than a Z-Man product. If you don't know these guys yet, these baits are made of Elastec and they float. So essentially you tie a shaky head onto this and the tail of the worm should basically dance in the current. I'm going to go try it out tomorrow. Hopefully it has great success. So this unboxing is pretty much all Z-Man products. So I went with, also too, with the Elastec, it is really durable. I had some shaky snakes from Berkeley last week tied on the river, and the bluegill were biting them in half. And I was getting kind of irritated with it. The Elastec, if you don't know, it's very, very, very durable. Actually, just get some, okay? Just try some. Only downfall I don't like about Z-Man products is that they don't have any scent on them. You just open them up, it smells exactly like Elastec, plastic, rubber stuff, industrial chemicals. So you may want to bring some scent, some JJ's Magic, or some Liquid Mayhem. Those are the two I use and love. But other than that, very durable. You're going to get your money's worth. So what did I get? So wanted something small and compact a little bit. Went with the Finesse Worm Z's copper chartreuse. If you can see this, it's pretty sick. It's a chartreuse color and it looks like kind of like a green pumpkin with red flake. I like the two-tone, especially the chartreuse gives it extra little flash. So I went with that one, and these are the 4-inch versions. Of course, green pumpkin. If you don't know how effective green pumpkin is now, then you need to start trying green pumpkin. And then the next thing I went with was some shorter baits, but fatter. Because remember how I said that Exo Stick by Biospawn, they really, really hit that. And it was only maybe 4 or 5 inches long. And so I wanted something to mimic that. And I went with another Z-Man product, the Fatty Z. And so if you can see here, I'll show you. The Fatty Z has a tapered end. So the theory of that is that tapered end will give it a little extra action in the water. Something I didn't know about the Fatty Z worm is it does have a channel. If you can see that channel there. Good for, hook, recessed hooks. Also putting scent in there. If you want to put some of Liquid Mayhem in there, it'll stay in there for quite a while. If you don't know Liquid Mayhem, check it out. It stays on very, very long. Of course, color-wise, had to go with my favorite color. I love black and blue. That is my color, especially when it comes to jigs. Love black and blue. Oh gosh. Oh, lost it. Once again, green pumpkin. If you don't fish green pumpkin, you're losing fish. The deal, it's kind of like a two-tone purple white with a grayish color. Bait fish mimicking. PB&J. I don't know. Just wanted to buy another pack of worms. And then lastly, I went with something a little bit longer. Most people fish these trick worms by Zoom, really good, not dogging them at all. But I wanted to mimic it as well, but also have a better floating action. Remember how I talked about I wanted it to float, and all Z-Man products float, and went with the Finesse Worm Z's, but in the 7-inch version. Once again, copper chartreuse. You can really see the chartreuse there, and obviously the two-tone there. Went with a 7-inch version. And then once again, same thing, 7-inch Finesse Worm Z's and Green Pumpkin. Alright, now, I have tried out a lot of shaky heads, and these I find are the best. See that there? Made by Yum. These things are awesome. Why do I like them? Well, for one thing, they have a screw-on lock. Love that. Next thing is, it's an extra wide gap hook. I've tried simple J-shape hooks, and getting a nice skin hook and flush, weedless rig is very tough, and I don't like J-shaped hooks when it comes to shaky heads. In fact, if I go out the garage right now, I could show you all the shaky heads that I've pulled out, because I have switched over to these, and these work great. And they also stand up very well. Check out the YouTube video from Yum about these things standing up. They do a very good job. So, check these out. Very good. What else is in the box? More Z-Man products. You never fish a chatterbait? Pick one up. It's time to start. I picked up the 3/4 ounce one. Picked up two. I already have a chartreuse and white one. It helped me save my butt, essentially, in the last kayak fishing tournament to basically go from really horrible to 16th place. So got a fish in like the last 30 minutes on that 3/4 ounce chartreuse and white chatterbait, and saved me. Got me a lot of points in the Angler of the Year standings. So black and blue, and I love this color here. This is what's the official name of it? Breaking Brim. You kind of see it has a little bit of green pumpkin in it, chartreuse, orange, blue. I like it because it looks like a brim or a bluegill pattern. But chatterbaits, love them. I got the 3/4 ounce, so I can fish a lot deeper. I have lighter stuff for shallower stuff, but I wanted something for summertime deep applications. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing and this informative stuff. Gonna be on the river tomorrow morning trying this stuff out, so see you on the river. Thanks.